Hey investors, September was a rough month for Project 1 Million and the markets in general. From 296,000 plus, we've gone down to about 279,000. So it's definitely a speed bump in our journey towards that $1 million. Generally, the way I see it is that a correction in the market is a way to go back in time. So we're not at where we were in August, but we are getting better prices and better opportunities. I made some changes to the portfolio in September. I think these changes will position the portfolio even better. So let's go through them. So these are the holdings in Project 1 Million. Our top 3 stocks, Amazon, Facebook and Google, make up about 44% of the portfolio. And our top 12 stocks make up about 79% of the portfolio. It's a concentrated portfolio and that's the way I like it because I want to invest in my highest conviction ideas. There are new entries in the top 12. PayPal, for example, is rising, and Upwork has been on a tear. I think it just went up 7% yesterday, and Twilio is up about 7 or 8% after hours, I believe. So some of these smaller bets are definitely paying off. So I've also made a few other smaller bets which I'll go through later. As you can see, the only loss I'm having in terms of my positions are the travel stocks, and among them is Booking Holdings. As Booking Holdings recovers, I will probably trim some of it and redistribute it to some of the other holdings. I'm quite excited about Adobe as well, and I'm looking to add to it on dips. I added to PayPal and Microsoft during this last correction. I sold off FedEx and Comcast. So let's take a look at the other stocks we own. The other stocks I'm excited about include Autodesk, Beyond Meat, and I think Baozun has fallen quite a bit. So I've also bought some Baozun and I'm excited about it. I also have some exposure to ETFs. We saw SPY earlier. I also have Triple Q. I have IGM, IGV, which is a software focused ETF, and I also have exposure to the semiconductors through SMH. And that's good because semicons like Nvidia and AMD have done very well this year as well. So the two small bets I made in September were Illumina and DocuSign. I'm getting to know Illumina a bit more in terms of understanding its business, its market share, its competitive advantage, and its prospects. And I like what I see so far, I have to admit. It fell a little during September, so I picked up some shares, and I'm looking to pick up more if it falls more. I also decided to pick up DocuSign during this correction. DocuSign is a business that's quite interesting. I'm actually in the legal field, so I think DocuSign is the kind of software company that a lot of lawyers are actually keen on. If they can come up with a product that can help us analyze contracts very quickly, I think that would be a game changer for the legal field. And of course, their main product is their e-signature product. Adobe also has a e-signature product, so I don't think that's really their competitive advantage. But if they can increase their AI potential for their contracts analysis products and services, I think that will be a very good bullish sign for DocuSign. So I pick up a little shares here and there so that I get more skin in the game and I read up more about it, and so I become more confident about it. So in total, we have about 279,000 at the moment. And year to date for 2020, we're doing about 39% with leverage and about 36% without leverage. I think this is a good result. I'm pretty pleased with it. So I already touched on a few of the things that we did in September, but let's go through it in detail. So I sold this put option on Teladoc. I sold this put option on Baozun. I sold this put option on Beyond Meat. I bought the DocuSign as mentioned. I bought Baozun as mentioned. I bought Lumina. I sold Comcast. I sold FedEx. The reason I sold Comcast and FedEx is because I don't think long term they're the kind of businesses that have very good prospects. They have decent prospects, I'm sure, and that's actually why they rose quite a bit. So I decided to take profits on both of these stocks. I bought more of the triple Q. I sold some weekly options here and just doing some trading in terms of options for some extra income. Not much, but you can see that it can add up. I bought Microsoft as mentioned, PayPal. So I've mentioned that Upwork is on a tier, so I've been actually selling some covered calls on Upwork. Um, So I mean, some of my shares for Upwork might get called away if Upwork continues to rise another 10-15%. So I have one over here, and I just did another one. So these are the open option contracts. So you can see a few short-term option contracts. These are mainly just trading income, and then we have the longer ones, which are over here. And the longest one, Lavango, extends till 16 September 2022, which is almost 2 years from now. But I'm very confident about Teladoc, which is effectively what this Lavango stock is now. So I don't expect it to backfire. So now let's compare our performance against the market in general and against the best ETFs and the best fund managers. So I have the S&P 500, the Triple Q, IGM, VGT, and Berkshire Focus, and the Barron Fifth Avenue Retail Growth Fund. So the good news is we are crushing the S&P 500. We are beating most of the ETFs, the IGM, VGT, and Triple Q. We are tied with the Barron Fifth Avenue Retail Growth Fund, and we're only losing out to Berkshire Focus. So Berkshire Focus is having a very good year, but over the long term, Berkshire Focus actually lost to the Triple Q. So anyway, I think I'm pretty pleased with the performance for this year so far.